Hey guys, this is me, Phoenix. This is my channel, The World is Waiting. This is just a general read. This is a message from your person to see what energy you guys got going on, if whether you're in separation or in a relationship or in some type of situationship that may have run its course, or that you may be having some type of things you need to discuss and this person isn't saying what they want. Solitude. Time spent in solitude has given them a chance to get to know themselves better and set a more solid foundation. So that's all we ever want, is a solid foundation. So that is what your person is trying to do, and that is probably why you're in separation, guarded. It says they are still very guarded and trapped behind their own emotional defenses. Allow them to fall in love in steps. So again, they are still very guarded and trapped behind their own emotional defenses. Why do I keep saying that? Allow them time to fall in love in steps. So you got to be patient with this person. Whoever you're dealing with, they're having a lot of issues when it comes to old wounds. This is why. Their unhealed childhood wounds prevent them from forming meaningful and long-lasting relationships. So this is probably why you might be in separation with your person, or in the process of feeling like you guys need to be separated. So with that being said, I'm going to pull from the breakup oracle deck. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this isn't for you, it's not for you. But do me a favor, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, yellow hearts if you rock with me, whether it resonates or not, and got my six, meaning have my back, because I have yours. So what we're going to talk about is the solitude in regards to this reading, the journey of the solitude, the lesson that we learn from the solitude, and understanding the lesson and the journey. Also, we're going to, at the end of the read, pull from my crystal deck, which focuses on the chakras. And also at the end of the read, we're going to release this energy with an affirmation that I put together. So this is from the breakup oracle deck. This doesn't mean, it's telling you not to lose hope in this person. This person has to unlearn to relearn. And so the universe is saying, don't lose hope. Fantasizing can't stop my mind from escaping to a world only you and I know. So that could be the situation, or that could be when it comes to your person. But the universe is telling you that this may be true love, but you have to make this person prove it, because the haunted, it says, I'm haunted by my decisions and the memories we made together. So the old wounds are causing them stagnation. If you look at this card, it's causing them stagnation, but the universe is saying that this may be a true love, or it's telling you not to lose hope. So also it's saying to make them prove it, but something about this, you either feel like this is a twin flame type situation, you might feel like this is a soulmate type information or type of relationship. Did I say information? Yeah, I did. You might feel like this is a soulmate or twin flame type situation, or you might feel like it's something that it's not. So now I'm going to pull from that type of card deck, which is basically focusing on this a soulmate, twin flame, or a karmic situation that you thought it was one or the other. So remember, in relationships there are karmic people, or in situationships, period, whether person, place, thing, or situation, there are karmic people and karmic situations. You just have to understand why this person is reflecting this energy that you might need to heal about yourself, or figure out when it comes to why you keep running into the same type of people, if that makes sense. Remember, again, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. The climax is here, and at the bottom of the deck is in sync. It says you just get each other. Perhaps you finish each other's sentences, or know what they're thinking. This connection feels effortless. And so that may be how it feels, but when people have childhood issues that they need to deal with, sometimes those things causes jealousy on either your part or on their part, or some type of energy where they're guarded and they put themselves in solitude and they deal with situationships in a different way. So some people deal with their heart on their sleeve, and some people keep everything bottled up and they keep going from one thing to another to stop from dealing with the hurt of the past, if that makes sense, respectfully. So it says jealousy. Jealousy is a major sign of bad relationship. Small doses is okay, but when it's ruling your connection, it may be a sign to let them go. So this might be on your part or it could be on their part. But if you see some type of red flags like this, you need to really realize what it is. So it could be something that you need to work on. If you feel like what they're doing is causing you to feel some type of way, remember, and I know that you don't want to hear this, but love is patient, it's kind, it doesn't brag, it does not boast, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily anger, it keeps no records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13. Just know that, because you have to understand the difference of understanding a person, which means with your chakras is your third eye chakra, using your intuition, seeing the perception of what a person can be, do, or you experience with the person, and also understanding how to see what this person has to work on and work through. And sometimes when we are in love, we see the potential and we don't really see the red flags that a situationship can cause us or cause another person, and therefore we have to unlearn to relearn how to deal with the pain. So it says the climax. Their anxiety and worries about your bond there's anxiety and worries about your bond with your twin. You may be in separation, but if you get through this, you'll emerge stronger than ever. So that's why the universe is telling you not to lose hope, because it's telling you that this may be your true love, but you guys have to understand that the in sync feeling and also, fantasizing and all these other things, it has to come with understanding what this person has going on from the past, present, and future. Now, since we went ahead and moved forward through that, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the type of person or the love situation that you've been going through, and then we'll pull from the untold truths of the heart, and then we'll also pull from I can't think of the name of it. The archetype deck, to see the type of person. This is the love situations that you're going through, and then we'll see the type of person that you've been dealing with the archetype deck. So what situation? Yeah, love growth. So the thing is that love can grow, but you got to understand where the heartbreak from the love or from past loves cause you to feel stagnant and not want to move forward. Breakup, suffering, and grieving, unable to move on. So you can fantasize all you want about a situation, but when you don't realize why this person is guarded and why you feel like the need to be jealous or certain situations, it causes angry energy, which is resentment, invalidated, mistreated, and being triggered. So the jealousy, things like that can make you triggered if this person is not loving you the way you're loving them. And that's why the universe is saying that at some point you got to back up and make them prove that this is a true love and it's worth the wait. So all around them. And it says, can't escape connections, telepathic experiences, your love haunts them. And so that is where they have to realize what it is that you bring to the table and why there's a reason to grow out of this situation. But this comes with, again, I always stress this, that you have to set boundaries in any situationship, no matter where it is, because when that ship runs its course, it's because the jealous energies, the boundaries, the angry energies were never set in the beginning. And so you didn't really know what this person was about, because you didn't get to know this person and you didn't understand and see. You saw the potential and not really why you needed to do this. So love grows. Love that grows with time needs time to grow. Unexpected lessons in love. And so this is a lesson that you're learning in love when it comes to dealing with this person. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull from, I think this is 100 Ways to Win at Love, to see what it is, and then I'll pull from the archetype. Because if you're trying to win this thing and you think like this is your true love, you got to understand that the past energies of a person, and I need to put this up front, because you got to understand that childhood wounds can cause a person to be guarded in love and not be able to trust it. And it also can teach you a lesson, because see, the way sometimes people do things when it comes to the back and forth is that one person will learn how to be guarded from their childhood and not to want to experience the same thing. One person can learn that, and another person can learn how to put their love, put love up front, and to always try to be codependent on love and try to help and heal and things like that and see the beauty in every situation. And so sometimes those opposites attracts, but when that is not realized in the beginning by the boundaries and saying, this is what I don't want, this is what I want. And some person that has their heart, that loves, some people who keeps everything buried in or covered up with either looking great, nice clothes, cars, distractions, bandages. They don't know how to love and how to express themselves. And when they run into a person that does, then everything is fine until there's some type of jealous energy or some type of misunderstanding, and somebody don't know how another person should react. So sometimes we have to unlearn to relearn, basically, from the past of how to set the boundaries and to say what you want and to understand a person and move forward if they don't understand you, if that makes sense. So this is from 100 Ways to Win at Love. Okay, all of these cards come out, and so I guess it's meant for me to take them. It says, don't over research. That is at the bottom of the deck. Drop the things you know about them and start fresh. If you prejudge, you can end up with a tainted view of what to expect. Get to know them your own way. So again, we do that all the time. We get to know a person their own way, but based upon us getting to know a person, we miss the red flags. We miss some of the red flags. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then jealousy comes out twice. Don't be jealous or compete with anyone. It's not helpful and can grow old and exhausting over time. Jealousy is an internal battle. So take steps to get to know and work on yourself. So again, these energies are why you have to understand, if you don't know how to really love properly, or when you don't understand a person for who they are and get to know a person and understand that these are the red flags that you need to, and these are boundaries. That's what it is. These are boundaries. It makes you angry. And remember, I said that to you for a reason. The angry, the jealousy, it's a lesson. Break the silence. It's a lesson that you have to learn moving forward. Jealousy comes out again with blocked communication, right? Because it's always something when it comes to how you do things, right? And so you have to learn. It says make them prove it and go from there. But it also, with the old wounds are here because, and I'll say that, I'll put it like this because this was at the bottom of that deck. So these are the things that you got to understand when it comes to true love, and it being true love. You got to know and respect the differences of what this person is. You cannot be angry based upon who this person is. They show you who they are. You gotta understand that this is who this person is. You got to make them prove if they really want, and they have to. When it says make them prove it, they have to heal from the old wounds of why they're guarded in solitude, because you can't make them do anything. You have to prove it to yourself on why you need to do this for yourself. And then it says, don't over research. Know this person and love them for who they are. They're going to always be that person. But if they see and they can trust you over time, then they'll realize that they don't want you to lose hope and that it is a true love. But they're going to always be guarded if you try to make them prove it. And that's by being angry and jealous and, again, them, understanding where their red flags lie at, right? So it says play hard to get. It says leave the past in the past and create a safe space. Have fun again. And it says pay attention to the false alarms. And it says let yourself be vulnerable and respect your differences. So again, opposites always attract. When it says play hard to get, but leave the past in the past, once you learn who this person is and they have dealt with their old wounds, and they're trying to either come back, making them prove it is like, if you want to, have something with me, or when they do come back around, you need to deal with your childhood issues. You have to unlearn and relearn how the past has hurt you, and that's where it says leave the past and behind. Once you do that, then you go around and you are able to love this person for who they are, but don't overdo the research, but just understand by you understanding them that you creating a safe space for them to be loving, to be caring, to know that you have their back and you're not going to abandon them, because it's somehow some kind of abandonment issues that they probably have had. This is where the love grows at. Does that make sense? And so that's why you have to respect the differences of this person. So again, it says leave the past behind. Don't assume that what happened in the past will happen again. So all of these things are bandages from this person: the solitude, the guarded, the wearing the band-aids, all of this stuff when it comes to how they deal with their emotions, is why you cannot revisit it. You just got to say, this is what my boundaries are. I see that you're this type of person. You're guarded. You always keep a distance from situations. You're either angry or you're making me angry and making me feel like I'm jealous. So this is you breaking the silence. Does that make sense? You don't have to wait for them to chase you. It's okay to make the first move and break the silence. So when you decide to move forward, the love grows when you say, this is where my boundaries need to come in at. I want you, because out of the kindness of my heart, I want you to be able to love, to unlearn and relearn a new way of doing things, and not understand that everybody isn't against you. Now that is what we should do when we come to setting boundaries. But it says, don't assume what happens in the past will happen again. What passed in the past, what's past is the past. Rehashing old wounds will only poison the future. Let it go. So when you try to make somebody prove that they love you because they stepped out on you or whatever the situation is, that's only going to make it worse. Does that make sense? And so that is where you have to be vulnerable enough to speak your mind and break the silence when it comes to why you're doing or changing up your behaviors, and then move forward with that. But it says, pay attention to the false alarms. Your reaction are alarms going off in your heart telling you, your reactions are alarms going off in your heart telling you to take the plank out of your own eye and pointing at the areas in your life that need to be changed. So again, right now, we already talked about it. You have to understand what love is, understand what forgiveness is, and understand why you feel anger and resentment towards the way this person is. And so either you research it by saying, this is what you should do, and this is what I'm doing. I'm unlearning to relearn. You're showing them what you're doing in order for them to see something different. And you're being vulnerable by telling them that. Let yourself be vulnerable. There's beauty in every single human emotion, and those brave enough to let themselves feel things in front of your person, honor your feelings. So you're telling them that this is what I'm learning. So I'm learning this about myself and where the past has been a hindrance for me, and this is what I see and why I feel like I have to do these things. I'm not losing hope, but you're causing heartbreak on my part by you not understanding how I really feel about this situation, right? This is a really good thing. I need to post this on both of my channels. So if you're following me on the Phoenix Empath Intuitive tarot on YouTube, or The World is Waiting tarot, I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put them, but I might put them in both spots. But you have to do this. So playing hard to get. If they feel you will always be there, no matter what they do, playing hard to get will interrupt that mentality, and they'll value more what they have to work for. So let me read that again. This is you saying, I'm going to unlearn to relearn my past and understand where I'm at now, while I'm playing hard to get, or while I'm trying to focus on why this situationship is causing me to feel anger and resentment, right? And jealousy. It says, if they feel you will always be there no matter what they do, playing hard to get will interrupt that mentality, and they'll value more what they have to work for. So this is the beginning. This is what you should start with in the beginning, and this is learning true boundaries. However, we don't start that way. We have to figure it out, and we have to create a safe space. Allow your partner. So this is what you're saying. You're being vulnerable with them, and you're still playing hard to get by saying, I don't want to have you back into my life. I know you're my true love. I'm not losing hope, but I understand what's causing me anger and resentment, right? Allow your partner to speak openly without being judged or treated as if they're wrong and broken. If they come to you, be there to meet them. Now, again, this does not mean start a relationship over or a situationship over. This is saying, this is me being vulnerable and telling you where I'm at, and what I feel like we both should work on. And this is like, but we can be friends again. Let's have fun again, because I miss your energy, right? That's you being vulnerable, but at the same time saying, I'm not ready for a new situationship yet. I'm willing to wait because I'm not losing hope. You are my true love, but this is causing so much heartbreak because we are in sync no matter what and what bandage you put over. So I research and I understand what I need to work on. You're putting it back on yourself and not making it look so bad for them, right? Show them you're strong and mature who can be their equal is great. Wait. Showing them you're strong and mature who can be their equal is great, but showing them your playful side is also important. Find balance between the two. And so you're finding balance in between you trying to be strong and respect their differences and respect where you guys differ and why they are this way and why you're that way, but still saying, let's still try to make this friendship work. Even if we can't make this situationship work, let's make this friendship work. Because right now I have so much anger, jealousy, and resentment based upon how we both do things, and not putting it on them, but putting it on both of you guys. And I respect that we have differences. You can disagree with them and still respect their opinion. See what you can learn from them. Part of what makes love so great is the differences. Again, opposites attract. And so that is why you have to get to the situation where you're able to be vulnerable, play hard to get, create a safe space, have more fun again, and respect the differences of each other and leave the past in the past. That is true boundaries. That's playing chess, not checkers. That's learning why you're in a situation and why you can't make this work as in the situationship, and learning the lessons when it comes to this situation. So you're breaking the silence by saying, I love you so much, but these are the lessons that I've learned. Love lessons learned, shift in perspective, raising your vibration, and breaking the silence also when it comes to the blocked communication and the blocked energy, because you guys both are haunted by each other when it comes to wishing each other well. And so that is what a true situationship can be when it comes to having a true love and understanding who this person is and wishing them well. There is a lot of excitement in the air. You've awakened a new life in them that has them lost in a field of possibilities. These are the lessons when you come to break the silent and understand to leave the past in the past, because they're haunted and blocked by certain situations. Your connection is blocked either by a third party or some outside influences. Shift your focus on yourself and release them for now. And that is where you learn the lessons of breaking the silence and why you're going to do it this way, and leave the past in the past, but understand why you have to be all of these. And that's what we always are, is everything in one to a person who's broken. Does that make sense? And so you're just going to wish them well and go from there, because again, the whole point of the situation is unlearning to relearn. And this is the lessons that a blocked communication and leaving the past in the past and breaking the silence and being vulnerable has to help, and helps when you realize this situation, why you're angry and full of resentment. Does that make sense? And now, with that being said, we're going to pull from the actual finance deck to see what finances you need to work on, because it's not about anybody else. It's about you. Happiness and reaching the next level. Come on, you guys. The artist. And this is the positives about the income, and this is where you have to do the work on it, and this is you figuring out the ... So it says the creative endeavors can help improve your cash flow. Photography, design. This is telling you what you should probably work on. And again, take what resonates. Photography, design, music, acting, art, or anything in a creative space. It says, seek out the things that inspire you and help you boost your creativity. So that's something that you're doing, and the student, you're always learning. Remember, unlearning to relearn, right? You're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? And so that is what you're doing. And then also, let me read this part. It says happiness. Things are going well and feeling fulfilled in life. And then it says for you to focus on. Go after your dreams. The universe is giving you a big yes. If you don't do it, right? The sadness about it. If that makes sense, it says you stop appreciating the good things in your life. Look around. And so again, this is what you're doing, your happiness and going to the next level. It says taking your finances or business to the next level. And it says to focus on uncharted careers demand constant evaluation and adjustments to succeed. If you don't, remain in the same because you don't push yourself to the next level is why you have to understand where you're doing in the relationships, situationships, business, finances, anything. You have to push yourself to the next level, and this is you learning the lessons of why you're not. You probably you haven't moved forward with your true love, or you are having issues with your true love. And this is the lessons that you have to learn to break the silence, let yourself be vulnerable, play hard to get, create a safe space, have fun again, and respect your differences, but also pay attention to the false alarms and also understand why the anger and resentment, what's causing the anger and resentment, and understanding that the old wounds, you can't make them prove it, but you have to prove it to yourself in order to prove it, in order for them to prove anything to you. And that's where the block communication is coming off by you wishing them well. You have to wish them well. And so I'll go ahead because this is about your partner. I'm going to pull from the untold truths of the heart and see what it is that they're saying. Because again, the thing is that, the love will grow, but you got to know why or how to make it grow. You have to focus and not blame. Consequences, karma, destiny, and cause and effect. The cause and effect is happening because you're putting the blame on yourself. You're not blaming anybody else, but you're saying, this is what I'm working on, and I know that we're guarded, we have these issues, but, this is why I'd rather us be friends first than and limit. This is you limiting, yeah. Final straw, overload, and breaking point. This is why I'm limiting the way that I'm doing things when it comes to this situationship. That's the lessons that I've learned, right? Here's the other card. It says apology, return, forgiveness, and gifts. That's just basically what it is. It's the apology. And so the lessons come with you learning. You can't make anybody prove anything. Because at the end of the day, if you wait for somebody to prove anything to you, it will not happen that way. So that is why we are doing things a little bit different. Let me go ahead and just pull tarot because I'm not even worried about the type of archetype or the type of person that we're dealing with. We're worried about why we can't get these things, the differences here. And it comes with Six of Swords. You having to walk away. Forward movement and travel. You have to move forward and see something different. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. Clarity, courage, effort, and challenges. You're moving forward, and with the star energy, wish, believe, trust, faith, and healing. That's the same thing as the true love, and also not losing hope. The star energy. You're not losing hope, and so that is why the lessons are coming out the way that they are, because you're walking away, you're not losing hope, and eventually, hopefully, you want the apology, but that does not necessarily mean that it's going to come out the way that you want it to. But the clarity of the situation is why you're doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the crystal deck, and we're going to move forward and release this old negative energy, and that's where the next level is. The next level is you achieving happiness by you understanding, Socialite. Hopefully I said that right. The Socialite crystal is the astral travel, inner peace, and tolerance. Exactly. Dealing with your third eye chakra, your intuition, your perception, and your understanding, right? Your crown chakra, your ability to be spirituality, your spirituality, your belief system, your selflessness, and the wisdom that you've attained over the years to understand that you're respecting the differences of your person and being vulnerable and saying what it is and why you're reaching the next level because you're working on these situationships, right? I am connected to every realm of the universe. I am connected to every realm of the universe, whether in the 5D or the 3D or the 4D. You're connected, right? And so this is what the universe has taught you when it comes to growing in love and what love really is and why people and understanding people and understanding that there are karmic situations and karmic people, but you're gonna unlearn to relearn what you have learned from the past and what it has taught you. But you're gonna move forward in the present moment, not in the future. In the present moment, again, the past causes fear and the present causes anxiety. And right now, the present moment is you knowing where you are and wishing everybody well. So let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.